So seeing somebody that was a drug addict for 22 years or you lying one time, either way, both of you missed every one of them. The problem, I believe, in the body of Christ, and the reason why we can't love is because we don't believe that we're forgiven. Because if you don't believe that you're forgiven, you can't love much. You can only love little. Because in the measure you realize that you're forgiven is the measure that you realize you can love. Because he who is forgiven much, love much. Look, Jesus is talking about the lady in Luke 7, and she busts into the house, and he's eating with Simon the Pharisee. Busts into the house, and she knows she's not welcome there, especially by these Pharisees, but she knows if she can just get to Jesus. She gets to Jesus, and she busts open this alabaster jar. I know we all know it. I know we've all heard the story. It's an amazing story. It's actually so amazing that Jesus says it'll never leave. It'll always be there. So she busts open this alabaster jar. She anoints Jesus' feet with her hair and tears. And Simon the Pharisee says, if this man were really a prophet, he would never let this woman touch her because she is a sinner like he wasn't. Self-righteousness can be one of the most dangerous things ever. And self-righteousness is something that sneaks up and you don't even see it. Where you think, wow, this is a self-righteous statement. Wow, you really needed Jesus, huh? Oh my gosh, Todd, you were horrible. No wonder you love so much. People would tell me that. Todd, you just love so much because of how much you've been forgiven. I'm like, God, it's the truth. I've been forgiven much. He said, Todd, no, it's really true because all people have been forgiven equally, but not all people believe it. So when you let your past visit your future or your present, you can't live in the gospel because you're constantly looking back at things that you can't change, and the devil knows it, and he keeps you from becoming love itself because he keeps you bound to something that's already been forgiven. I promise, man. Because when you realize how much you've been forgiven, you can't help but to love much. Oh, this is what brings freedom, because forgiveness produces no guilt, no shame, and no condemnation. And if no guilt, no shame, and no condemnation is in your life, then you live in righteousness. And you won't want to do things that produce condemnation because you've been free from it. So real grace empowers real truth to happen. And when you realize how much you've been forgiven, why would I do this? Because it's just going to bring that on again. And it's a hamster wheel you never get free from. Well, I sinned, I might as well just do it. God will forgive me, I understand. No, it's not like that. One day we'll find out a harsh reality when we stand before a judgment seat and we thought that it was okay and God was okay with it when we realized that day that he really wasn't.